Okay, let's do 822, week of 822. And it starts off with a bang. Now I didn't get into this trade till a little later, around my 5 o'clock, but boy, you could have got in at the 440 opening bar at 170.30. You were off to the races. But this guy lets you get in a couple places. You could have got in on the pivot even, and you'll see it lends itself to a great trade. But the signal was at 430, entry bar at 440, opening bar 440, right at 30. You'd have taken one tick of heat, boo hoo. And then this thing, you know, if you'd have waited till the reversal point at 840, okay, 171.30, so that's a full 32 ticks, a full point in the bonds. So for each contract would have been $1,000. But if you'd gotten off at these fib levels, at least trailed it. You never had any real major pullback on this. This bar is a little bit, but not until you got on up here. But 20, 30 tick winner, and then it gives you another opportunity. And for the adventuresome, you could have looked at this as it banged against this fib level, 3 bars and held. You could have jumped on, but if you waited for the signal, you got in here and you could have eked out another 5, 6 ticks. But after a big trade like this, typically I'm done. I'm not going to give anything back if I can help it. But there was another opportunity for a few more ticks. So that was 822. 823. Nice reversal signal right here in my little times that I like to look. 5:30 had a nice reversal. Now it came back a little bit from that bar. Yeah, just a little couple of ticks, but nice reversal signal. But you could have got in on this bar. Signal bar was at 8. Entry bar was at 810, at 19, and ran that thing up for that's 30, so 10, 12 ticks. Nice signal. You might have gotten out on this, but you really didn't take any major heat. You took 2 ticks of heat there. Automated system would have gotten out here, but if you could have held it, or you take this signal, you still got some more ticks. All in all, it was profitable on 823. So let's go to 24. Wednesday. Big moves. Look at these big moves early in the morning. So there was obviously news out of London, stuff going on. I can't remember what was happening, but I'm not messing with any of that. I am going to start looking around 5. And then here's a signal at 650, which is real close. Say you took it, you're going to stop pretty quick. But then we get all these crazy big bar moves. 720, 730, 740. Got no real signals in here because once we have an arrow, the dots negate that signal. So we got no signal until 810. So you could have entered on the 820 bar. But it looks like you would have, unless you were really quick, you've been stopped. So 23. Yeah, you've been stopped on that, but then you had another chance to get your money back. Jump in at 72.14. One or two ticks of heat right through the pivot and right down. And that was good. So we had a stop, one stop, but then we've got this guy at, oh, I said 14. It was really 16, wasn't it? Oh no, that's the next bar, sorry. 14. So 14. So there's 15 ticks. Bordering on 20 ticks. 15 ticks for sure. So not bad. Here's our reversal bar. Reversal dot. So that negates our signal. Really nothing. You know, there's a way to play this reversal dot. I gotta test that some more and figure that out. But once that shows up, it negates this signal. So you had one little 5-tick loss and a 15 winner, so you're up 10. I'll take it any day. So that was the 24th, Wednesday. And now we go into Thursday morning. Right here. Bunch of chop, bunch of chop, bunch of chop. What's that time? 7:10. Reverses. 7:30 news. That's okay. 7:40 bar you can get in on. And if you take that, you're at 171.28 with a maximum of a couple of ticks of heat. No big deal. 28. There's 6 ticks. If you could have held, because you got no reversal dot down to this other fib level. Actually, that's a pivot level. So that's 11, 171, and it's just 170.29. So yeah, you got 15, 12, 15 ticks out of there. That's not bad. If you'd have held to the reversal dot, you still are a winner on it. You'd have just had a little less. It's always smart when you look at these levels. If you can see some volume coming in, well, this bar right here would have been tricky, but it runs down and then it chops. That tests your patience. This bar definitely would test your patience. But then it, from that bar, 22 to 11, that's another 11 ticks, 10 ticks. So, but then it really snaps back. So it's tricky. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's easy to hold through all this and get these maximum amounts of profit. An automated system, you'd have got out probably at 22, so you'd have got in at 28, so you'd have gotten 6 ticks out of this big move. But discretionary, you could try to hold and trail these things, but these kind of bars here will knock you out. But if you can hold it, you can really turn it into some big winners. So that was the 25th. Regardless, you had 6 ticks and possibly a lot more. So you had one little stop and then the big winner, possible big winner. Worst case, your break even or a couple of ticks to the positive. Worst case, best case, you're 5 tick loser and a 15 winner, so you're up 10. So either way, you're still green for the day. So that was the 25th. And let's go to Friday the 26th, and that was where Miss Yellen had to take the stage and show us how smart she is and how smart all the government folks are. Here was a trade at 540 was a signal, 550 was good. Good entry. That was good for what? 5 ticks. No problem. 7:30 news. 7:40 entry bar. You take 7:31 up to there. There's another 5 ticks. Here we got 8:20. Entry bar 8:30. Chops around. There's another 5 ticks. Yellen was going to speak at 9. I remember this day because I took a couple of these trades and then I got out because I did not want to be part of her opening remarks, and we see what happens. This is crazy. So it drops from 172.06 to 171.06, a full point in the bonds, which is huge. And then it whips back over a full 2 points. So just crazy volatility, and in my opinion is untradeable. That's why I was out during all this. Basically I was done, but as I saw later, a perfect signal. You know, after all this Fed talk, if you're taking an entry bar at 171.25 at 11, which is at the bare end of my trading day anyway, but if it hadn't been a Friday and hadn't been Yellen, I'd have been watching. And this trade turns into a monster. Not a monster, but a very good trade. So you're at 25, and you go on down here, basically get another 20-25 ticks out of this thing, and then it just keeps going. No signal reversal. So yeah, you're at 25, and you're at 170.11. So 170.25 was one full point, and then another 10 ticks. So you could have, I could have, but I wasn't around. You could have snatched 40 ticks out of a Friday afternoon. Huge. One contract, that's what, you know, $1,400 off this from 11:10 to 2 o'clock, a couple hours, $1,400, not bad. Anyway, it was a profitable morning. You still got 10 ticks out of this before craziness. So you had 10 in the bag, and you could have tacked on another 40. Oh my, 50 ticks in one day. Fantastic. Kind of discounting that last trade because it's tough on a Friday afternoon and Yellen. I mean, I didn't take it. I wasn't even around. Still, the week produced 74 ticks without the crazy trade, and could have produced a lot more. It could have been over a 100 tick week. So, you know, 100 ticks. One contract is $31.25. It's $31.25 a tick. So, you know, trading 4 or 5 contracts, it turns into a pretty nice week. Anyway, that's the review of this week, 8/22. We'll have a short week, 8/29, and that'll wrap up this month, and I'll do that video here on Wednesday afternoon.